my beautiful Libra, what's happening, what's crack-a-lackin', and what's poppin', baby? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot coming at you guys with your July 2020 love tarot reading. I hope you guys are well. If so, let me know down in those comments down below. Keep in mind this reading is general. If it resonates, that's awesome. If not, it's not your message. Feel free to check out any other amazing tarot readers that we got here on YouTube, okay? These messages may resonate backwards or vice versa, so take them how they resonate if they apply to your particular situation. If you guys would like, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, which is all linked down below. And you guys can also check out my sister and her boyfriend's YouTube channel. That is the first link in the description if you guys want to take a look into my family's life. Nonetheless, my beautiful Libras, welcome to July 2020. I hope that we're looking at some fantastic stuff, and let's get on into it, okay? Messages for Libra here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 2020. What messages do we got coming through for Libra, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 2020. What do we got going on? Your energy definitely feels interesting, I'll tell you that. Messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout July 2020. All right, Libra, let's go ahead and get in one last shuffle and see what we got going on, man. Hopefully we got some fantastic stuff. Let's take a look. What's going on? Libra, the overall energy for you guys here is the Magician card. So you can be connecting possibly here with a Virgo for some. Your current energy is the Page of Wands. The person you're dealing with here is the Three of Pentacles. And the outcome that's present here is the Hierophant card. So right off the bat, you can be connecting with a Virgo. You also may be dealing with a Taurus as well. You can be connecting with a Capricorn. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or maybe you're dealing with an Aries, Leo, or Sag. From what I'm seeing currently off of the cards that were presented is this energy of the Magician to the Page of Wands. You're showing up in a new type of energy. And it's very, very different to what you've been showing up for the past couple of months, possibly even the past year. I really do feel that 2019 was probably the biggest shift for Libra in the sense of moving out of a very depressive energy into a more transformative and happier energy. Because what I saw a lot for Libra throughout 2019 was you guys really trying to prioritize happiness in your life and really trying to become a happier person, a more positive person. I really saw that change in a lot of the readings. Excuse me. I saw a lot of that change in a lot of the readings, okay? So I feel like you're still on that journey. And it's not an easy one. It's not an easy journey of becoming a positive person and living a happy life. It's not always easy. We're going to have ups and downs. We're going to have moments where we can slip back or fall back possibly into the points in our life when we're unhappy. And then we have other moments where we get into the Page of Wands energy where life's a little bit more lighthearted. You're not taking things too seriously. You're allowing yourself to truly live instead of being crippled in sadness or crippled in fear or lack of doing what it is that you desire to do. Now, taking a look at who you're connecting with here, we do have here the Three of Pentacles. And with the Three of Pentacles here, this is many things that are going on. For some of you Libras, you could possibly have divorced your partner. And if you did divorce your partner, you may be asking for your partner to sign the papers. But I am seeing overall, though, whether this is a divorce or not, this is somebody who wants to work things out rather than let you go. Somebody here is recognizing that they had made a mistake in the first place, and that mistake that they had made had something to do with the commitment that the two of you shared. Now, keep in mind, this does not have to be a romantic commitment. This could be a friendship, because friendships play a commitment role as well, just as much as relationships with your family and your parents do, or relationships with your job and your coworkers do. Commitment kind of plays a role in any kind of relationship we take a look at. So if this isn't a romantic relationship, take it as whatever it is that resonates in your life, okay? And if the message doesn't resonate, of course, it's just not your message. Better luck next time. You got a bunch of readers on YouTube you can check out, and I'm always going to keep uploading monthly content, so one of them is bound to resonate with you, all right? So taking a look at who you're dealing with here, Libra, Three of Pentacles, and the outcome here is the Hierophant. Someone here wants to work on things. They want you to know that they don't want this commitment to be completely broken. They want to kind of heal wounds rather than sever ties. And that's the energy that I'm seeing so far. It could be a Taurus here who's trying to do this. So let's take a look real quick before we get into the overall reading. Let's take a look at this Three of Pentacles. Why is the person Libra's dealing with the Three of Pentacles? Let's get some clarification on that. Why is the person that Libra's dealing with here showing up as the Three of Pentacles? And we got here the Seven of Swords, because they know they done fudged up. Seven of Swords. This is the energy of them acknowledging that they did something they shouldn't have, okay? Whether this person you were connecting with was a compulsive liar, whether this person you were connecting with had cheated on you, whether they had done things behind your back that they shouldn't, or talked to people behind your back that they shouldn't. This is the energy of deceit, and they're kind of owning up to it here. So that's what I like to see. This is a person who's deciding to take accountability rather than continue to kind of justify themselves in that sort of way. Because you know, when you are trying to get somebody to take accountability and they keep justifying their actions, then they're not truly sorry and they're not truly being held accountable. You know, somebody can only be showing accountability when they allow themselves to admit that they fucked up, right? All right, let's take a look here at the Page of Wands. Why is Libra's energy the Page of Wands? I almost dropped like a crap load of cards. We got here the Queen of Cups. I think it's for the fact, Libra, that you've gone through so much emotional ups and downs, emotional turmoil, that you've gotten to the point where you've recognized, I can't waste any more energy being sad. I cannot project any more energy being sad. I refuse to continue being sad. Like, I need to lighten the fuck up. I think that, like, that's what you're saying to yourself. You're like, look, man, I've gone through so much emotional shit, probably for a good amount of your life, and definitely within the last year, you know, you've gone through a bunch of emotional shit, and you just genuinely feel right now that it's not worth investing your energy into things that are going to upset you. It's only worth investing your energy into things that are going to feed your soul. So right off the bat here, Libra, there's this shift in you that feels that there's no point for you to invest in anything that is going to make you sad or that's going to make you unhealthy. You want to live a lighthearted and positive life, and you don't want any sort of things that can disrupt the balance and the peace and the positivity that you're trying to live currently, okay? So there's two kind of separate stories here. You're going through your own positive transformation. You know, you're keeping yourself focused on good things, right? Where your attention goes, energy flows. So you're putting your attention on things that are positive to create positive energies around you. And overall, you're just very tired of being emotional. You're just very tired of being sad. You're just very tired of being hurt over the unfortunate events that have happened in your life. You're not allowing those events to take control of you anymore. You're taking control of yourself and your own experience. Now, the other story that we're seeing integrating with this is that someone here who knows that they have fucked up, who wants to take accountability for their mistakes, is more than likely communicating with you this month. They're wanting to talk to you, most likely apologize to you, and let them know that they want to do better. But I also feel this energy of them wanting to do better with you. And I'm not quite sure if that is something that you want to allow back into your life, considering that you no longer want to attract any sort of negative energies into your life, you know? Like attracts like. We attract who we are, and sometimes we have to make choices in our life of, is what I'm about to do or what I'm about to experience worth entering my energy? Is it worth it? So I do feel here that, granted, I'm happy to see that someone here is taking accountability for hurting you. I still see them, though, besides just the accountability, they're wanting forgiveness and they're wanting this second chance. And I don't think you're going to necessarily give it to them. I'm not really sure if you plan on giving it to them. So we're going to take a look here and see what we got going on. But like taking a look at the bottom of the deck, Two of Cups, I do feel that somebody here is going to ask to have some sort of second chance with you, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it, Libra. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the person you're dealing with. I'm going to take a look at how they feel towards you and what's going on with them throughout July 2020. Then I'm going to take a look at how you feel towards them, what's going on with you throughout July 2020. We'll see where energies are aligning, and then we'll see the outcome, all right? All right, messages for Libra here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 2020. How does the person that Libra is dealing with feel towards Libra? And what is going on with this individual, please, throughout July 2020? How does the person that Libra is dealing with feel towards Libra? And what is going on with this individual, please, throughout July 2020? High Priestess card. Okay. Right off the bat, you can be connecting with the Pisces, possibly. We got here the Page of Wands. We got here the Three of Swords. Okay, we got here the Queen of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Strength card, and then we also got here, Jeesh Libra, the Page of Cups, and the Moon card. So this person's showing up extremely emotional, okay? Whoever your person is here that you're dealing with, they're showing up very emotional. All right, right off the bat, High Priestess card to the Page of Swords. They have been secretly wanting to be with you for a very long time. And I think that they knew, and they kept it to themselves. They've known since they hurt you that that was their mistake. Like, they've known the whole time that they fucked up. But their ego wouldn't let them admit it to other people, so they always kept that to themselves. So whoever you're connecting with here, Libra, they knew that they've hurt you in whatever way it is that they did, but they never wanted to own up to it, probably for ego reasons. But I'm seeing that they've held on to that for a while. Like, this person's wanted to communicate to you for such a long time. They've been thinking about you, keeping an eye on you for such a long time, wanting to express that they're sorry for the pain that they have caused. Because I do feel on a genuine level that the person you're connecting with does want to apologize for any pain that they've caused. I think they are truly sorry for the, mistakes that they have made. I think they really are. But the thing is that, look, man, at the end of the day, a sorry is great, but sometimes a sorry doesn't cover how it is you exactly feel. Sometimes a sorry doesn't make things all better. And it is appreciated that the person you're dealing with is taking accountability. It sucks that they may have taken this long to bring forth some accountability. But with that being said, though, it feels to me like in your person's mind from the cards that I'm reading, it seems like the moment they really get to express that they're sorry for the pain that they've caused, it's like everything gets to go back to the way that it used to be. There's this happiness, there's this awesome, fun time, and, sparks flying between the two of you. But I don't know if that's necessarily the case. Whoever you're dealing with feels like once they really come through with the apology and the accountability and showing you that they've changed, you're instantly going to forgive them and be a big part of their life again and express so much love and passion towards them, and you guys will be, one super happy couple or super happy friends or whatever it is, And with this individual's energy, we have here the Strength card, the Page of Cups, and the Moon card. They feel that they've gone through so much guilt and emotional turmoil on their end, so they believe that they really deserve to be forgiven, and they believe that you should, allow yourself to give them that second chance. They really want the Page of Cups here. They really want you to reciprocate the love that they so badly want to give to you. But like I said, though, I don't know why I keep getting this energy from your end. I haven't pulled your cards yet. I can be wrong, but I feel like things are never going to be the same for you. And I don't know if you're willing to try to create something new with this person. Like I said, too, I do think you respect the accountability, the fact that they're genuinely understanding that they were wrong, and that they were telling you that they're wrong, and they're owning up to that and saying they're sorry for whatever it is that they've done. But a sorry doesn't always cut it. It doesn't always change the fact that whatever happened, happened, and it doesn't always mean that it can just push away the memories and new beginnings can happen and manifest. Okay? So let's take a look on your end here and see what we got going on. Taking a look at the bottom of the deck, there's the Justice card. So Libra, you're ready to speak. Let's take a look. And if you don't know, the Justice card is all about balance. So right now in your life, balance is something that you're really, really focused on. Okay? Now, how does Libra feel towards the person they're dealing with, please? And what's going on with Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout July 2020. How does Libra feel towards the person they're dealing with? And what is going on with Libra throughout July 2020? Let's go ahead and take a look. The first card out here is the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is a good energy to start off with because you're grounded right now. You're not in a state where you're too emotionally sensitive, and you're not in a state where you're too angry. Your emotional state and your emotional health is very grounded, very level-headed. Okay? Moving forward, though, we do have here the Nine of Wands. We have here the Four of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Lovers, the Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and then the World card. So, taking a look at your energy, with the King of Pentacles to the Nine of Wands, as grounded as you are, there is a lot of suppressed feelings of what this person's done to you and how it's affected you. I still feel like there is some suppressed feelings that you are still kind of dealing with. When somebody hurts you or does something really wrong to you, that kind of sticks with you for a long time. Remember, you can forgive, but you're not going to forget that. When somebody crosses the line with you, you're never going to forget what it is that they've done to you. And I've had moments in my life where I have forgiven a lot of people, but I still will never forget the things that they did to me that hurt me. You know, I realize that people are capable of the worst. Even if I want to see the best in everybody, people are capable of the worst. Even ourselves, we are all capable of being the worst. And do I think that somebody should be judged on their worst moment for the rest of their life? I don't think so. I think that people are capable of changing. I believe that people are capable of becoming something even better, even if they were their worst version of themselves. But ultimately, though, you cannot blame somebody for always seeing what happened, the negative thing that have occurred. Like, I don't blame you, Libra, for remembering, forgiving, possibly, but not forgetting. I don't blame you for not forgetting, because how could you when someone here caused a lot of pain, you know? So with the King of Pentacles here and the Nine of Wands, I still do think that there's a lot of unrepressed feelings you still might not have confronted just yet. And with that being said, you are in self-protective mode, self-preservation mode, Four of Pentacles. So when this person is coming back to let you know that they're sorry and owning up to their shit, I don't feel like you're letting yourself be super open about it. You're listening to the individual that you're dealing with. You're taking in the information that they're providing for you. But at the same time, you're making sure that you are not letting them waste your time, and you're making sure that you're not giving them all of the time in the world, all right? You're making sure that this person knows that your life is valuable and you got business to do and you got shit to do, and if they want to talk to you, it's like, well, go ahead, let's make it quick. You know, this is the energy, Libra, of you kind of showing this person that you have your life in a very good spot and you don't need them messing it up. And I feel like you're making that energy very prominent. Because remember, you know, even if you don't mean to, you're always going to judge them on what they did to you, you know? Moving forward, we got here the King of Wands, and then we got here the Lovers. So when it comes towards your feelings, I think there's a part of you that will always remember the love that you really had for this person. And then you'll always remember the way that they kind of tore that love apart, the King of Wands, on how they pushed that love out when it used to be so strong. You know, you shared a very deep connection with this individual and something clearly went wrong, and I wish that I could identify exactly what it is that went wrong, but there are so many different stories for so many different Libras that are watching this. So unfortunately the reading has to be more general than you'd like, because there's so many things that have went on. I mean, I am seeing here with the Seven of Swords, the most likely situation that occurred here is the person you're dealing with had cheated on you, had lied to you, or had been a compulsive liar and had talked to people behind your back, especially romantically. That's usually what I'm really seeing, but of course it could be a completely different story. This could be a best friend that you once had who had ended up turning on you and possibly going with different groups of friends and talking shit about you. It could be all those kinds of things, okay? So whatever it is, it is. The main point here, though, about your feelings is that, granted, you were super connected to this person, you don't see the same person anymore, considering that the moment the Seven of Swords came, everything changed. You don't see the same person anymore. And I told you, I don't blame you for that, you know? Now, we got here the Six of Pentacles, and we got here the Ace of Swords. When it comes towards getting on the same page with this person, would you like to be on a neutral page with them? I think so, Libra. I don't think you want to have any animosity, any negativity towards the two of you, but I just don't feel like it's the same anymore. You don't feel like you could be as close to them as you once were. And that's you selling your, that's you explaining your truth. You don't feel like you could be as close to them as you were originally. You don't feel like it will ever be the same as it once was. And with that being said, you embrace and recognize that things have changed. But when the World card's here, there's also something happening here as well. The cycle, which the World card does represent, between the two of you is now finally coming to a completion. And keep in mind, during the time that this person is confronting you and speaking to you is during Mercury Retrograde. Now, Mercury Retrograde could be a very reflective period for all parties involved. The person you're dealing with definitely did a lot of reflecting, because it's made them realize how they really, falsely treated you, or how they negatively treated you, and how it's impacted you. They thought the whole 9 mile. They really took a look at what they did wrong. And with that being said, Mercury very much so triggered that within them. So they took upon it for themselves to message you and communicate with you. And explain their truth and explain that they're sorry and take accountability, because Mercury tends to do that. It tends to bring up past wounds, and you can do one or two things. You can let those wounds continue to hurt you, or you can decide to do something about it, to take action, right? To be an activist and make some change, instead of allowing yourself to be in a place where you're still hurting. So, believe it or not, this is the universe's way of showing you, Libra, that even though your person has hurt you, they are trying to be better. They really realize they fucked up. They want to change. And they also recognized what they lost. Because the Three of Pentacles, if it was any other card, it would have been just an apology. But with the Three of Pentacles, this is a person who's like, I want you back. I want to work with you. I want to get to a new beginning, and I don't want to lose you again. But I'm not too sure here, Here's the way the universe is working. The universe has this person bring forth that extra clarity you needed, the fact that they recognize they were wrong, the accountability you deserved on their part, and now it kind of helps you heal from those wounds that you may still have suppressed. So overall, this experience will be a healing experience because you're going to be getting that apology and that clarity from this person. And overall, whether you think it heals a lot or barely does anything for you, it will be a healing experience for you in the end. So this is the universe kind of showing you that they've hurt too. Even if they were the ones that caused the pain, they've hurt too, because they've recognized and lived with a lot of guilt for whatever it is that they did. And they've also recognized what they've lost. And that's the thing. You recognize your worth and value now. And you acknowledge that you are worth the motherfucking world. And what's good is that at least a lesson out of this whole connection the two of you shared is that you'll never let another person take you for granted ever again. That's a beautiful thing. But as I mentioned previously, with the person you're connecting with, though, they do feel that because they had owned up to their mistakes and because they had apologized, they kind of feel a little bit entitled, Libra, that they could just automatically la-di-da, let's forget the past, let's move forward, let's be, super close again. They kind of feel like they just have this right and privilege to enter back into your life with, just an apology and just accountability. But like I said, on your end here, you may have forgiven this person, but you're not going to forget what they did to you. And I don't think that you find it healthy while you're on this transformative space right now, while you're on this transformative timeline, to be surrounded by somebody who consistently reminds you of a really bad time in your life. I don't think you want to be around somebody who consistently reminds you of what they did to you to hurt you. Especially when you're on this positive transformation, this positive timeline where you're tired, very tired of being emotional, and you're very much so focused on just enjoying life and actually living. Okay? We don't live our lives when we're constantly stuck in an unhappy place. We don't live our lives when we're surrounded by negativity. We don't live our lives when we're crippled with fear. We live our lives when we just allow ourselves to be present to the moment, have as much fun as we possibly can, and not always take everything too seriously, where we're just grounded and we enjoy the beauties that are all around us, So overall right now, Libra, I don't think it's good for this person to stay in your space. I think that that's how you feel. I'm not telling you, by the way. It's your life. It's your discernment. If you want to work it out with this individual, you're more than welcome to. But from your perspective, from what I'm seeing so far, I don't think you think it's a good idea to be surrounded by this person. 7 of Cups, let's see other people. Yeah, that's the vibe of let's see other people. Let's communicate with other people. Maybe that's the better idea, okay? In regards, though, to where energies are aligning, let's take a look. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout July 2020. We got here the 2 of Pentacles, we got here the King of Cups, and then we got here the 10 of Wands. Yeah, ultimately, Libra, I think you're backing up that same statement you seemed to made earlier, which is, I'm on my positive timeline right now, and I can't be surrounded by somebody who's always gonna remind me of the negative thing that they've done to me. It's kind of hard to be around somebody who, every time you look at them, you see what they did to you. You see that negative moment where they were deceitful. That's very hard to be around that type of person. So with the 2 of Pentacles here to the King of Cups, for the sake of your own emotional health and for the sake of your own energy, you're deciding here that this isn't worth it. This isn't worth a struggle. 10 of Wands, it isn't worth overcompensating, especially for somebody who did you wrong in the first place. Because at the end of the day here, you would kind of be overcompensating if you allowed them to stick around, because you'd be uncomfortable with that. And you would just be stepping out of your comfort zone for somebody else who hurt you originally. So I don't think that that's the vibe here, you know? And maybe one day, Libra, you will totally let go of what had happened, released what had happened. Over time, it's a process. And that's totally a possibility, where you'll be able to release what they done to you and how they hurt you. That's totally a possibility. I'm sure you will. But overall, though, at least in this current moment, while you're really focusing on this high vibe timeline, this positive change, really focused on your inner happiness, I don't think you want that constant reminder around you. So once again, it's like you do appreciate the accountability, you do appreciate the apology, excuse me, but when it comes towards creating and paving a new beginning with this person, I just don't think you can do it. And if you can't do it, you need to understand that your feelings are valid about that, and that is okay. Do not force yourself to be in a position where you have to do anything you don't want to do. Remember, it's your life. Live it in the way that you want to. Okay? As for the overall outcome here, Libra, between you and the person you're dealing with, let's take a look. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, throughout July 2020. What is the overall outcome, please, between Libra and this person? And we got here the Five of Wands, and we got here the Nine of Pentacles. I mean, hey, man, here's really two outcomes. You can either allow yourself to be in a position where you are dealing with all of those negative feelings once again, or inviting negativity in your life, or you can kind of stand proud and tall on your own and enjoy the life on your own, you know, the life that you desire to create, the life that you are choosing to live as an independent person. Also, another card that jumped out while I was shuffling for the outcome card was the Star card. So I really do feel here that your best option, or your most likely outcome here, was going to be the Star and the Two of Pentacles. What you're most likely going to do, Libra, is you're going to continue to be on your own, continue to focus on your healing, and continue to stay on your journey of positive transformation and building a life of happiness. That's most likely the path you're going to stay on. But there is a possibility, though, Libra, that if you do end up giving this person another chance, it can bring up a lot of negativity, it can bring up a lot of negative memories, and you're possibly inviting in energy into your life that's going to be counterintuitive of the path, that you're currently on. So, once again, Libra, I'm never going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to tell you what I see. That's just simply that. It's your life. Use your own discernment. Live it in whatever way that you feel is best. And remember, you know, some shit that I say might not resonate to you. Maybe things can go in a different direction, because as a person who reads tarot, I'm only reading the current path that you're on right now. If you do something that changes the path with your free will, the message won't even resonate. It won't even come clear, okay? So always remember that tarot can change at any given time, because you, my friends, can change the outcome with your very own free will, all right? Nonetheless, my beautiful Libras, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, if it does resonate, please let me know down in the comments down below. Take care, guys. Have an awesome and amazing rest of your July. If anybody here is new and really enjoyed the video or enjoys my energy in the channel, feel free to click subscribe down below. I love inviting new people into the Soul family. And yeah, guys, have an awesome and amazing rest of your days, and I will catch you guys in your next video. Have a good one, guys. Peace.